I hear a lot of times, a lot, I hear women say that the men, there's not enough men around. There's not enough good men around, and a lot of women are single, and a lot of women are going to be. And this is not a bash against women at all. So please don't come in my comments saying that I'm putting anything down. I'm just talking about a true fact, right? So you got a lot of women that are single and will be single the rest of their life. And you got a lot of men that's going to be single, a lot of good men that's going to be single, and they're going to be single the rest of their life. But it's different reasons why these two sets of people, two groups, two different sexes are going to be single. A lot of women are going to be single because they are not willing. A lot of women are not educated and taking care of themselves, and that's great. That's great because a lot of them have been taken advantage of over the years. So I'm not saying anything against that, but some women refuse to talk to a man that makes a certain amount of money. I'm not talking about a man that don't work, a man that ain't do. I'm talking about a hard-working man, and based on his income, she refuses to talk to him. But he's the perfect match for her in every other way, except this brother do not make enough money. That is the craziest thing to me, that people will run away from love because finances come into play. And on the flip side, you got the brother who's working hard as heck, and he gonna be single too, right? Because nobody's going to choose him because he don't make enough money. I see posts from certain women on social media saying, if any man want to get with me, he's going to pay all my bills. And she got a whole list of bills, right? I seen one girl on Facebook, she had like almost $5,000 for bills. And she said, if any man want me, he going to pay all of this. And then she showed her body and told and said what the man was going to get if he paid her bills. You crazy as hell. Ain't nobody finna do that. No man minds coming in paying 50-50 or even more than 50-50, doing more than that. But if you expected somebody to compare your bills, it ain't gonna happen. You're gonna be alone the rest of your life. And that's what I'm saying from the beginning for a lot of women. And these are some good women, really good women who gonna be single and die alone because they refuse to talk to a man that's making a job if he's making minimum wage. Because they're putting the finances before love. And I'm not telling nobody to talk because I've talked about this before, and women have come into my comments saying I'm not going to talk to no broke man. Well, you go right ahead because most men ain't got a lot of money. So you go right ahead and not talk to a man, a hardworking man who just happens not to make as much money as you, and you go ahead and live your life alone for the rest of your life. But for those women who have had those high standards, maybe you just might want to try to lower them just a little bit. I'm not talking about take any man who ain't doing nothing, but there's a lot of good men who just don't make a lot of money.